Merry Christmas, bitches!
Can you hear them? You better believe it. It's Jingle Bells, baby. What is up, my guys, gals, and non-binary pals? It's your boy Easy Reg back in the mix. Giving you another hot one, coming at you with some more super chill Saturdays with some lo-fi zombies, and this time, some Christmas music, some Christmas lo-fi that I scoured the internet far and wide for. And believe it or not, there's a lot of it during the month of December, so I didn't have to look very hard, but you know. But yeah, I was actually pretty excited to do something like this because I thought it would be like a nice little treat, especially, you know, since we were inching ever so closer to the end of 2020, and thank God, I say. So yeah, and you know, I think everyone deserves a nice little video to kick back and watch on the holidays. It's, you know, it's been a hard holiday, myself included. I don't know how everyone else is doing in their life, but you know, it's kind of hard not to be able to go back to, you know, go back home for the holidays and such like that. So we're just gonna hop right into it. So I was looking for a snowy map to play, and I was in between Der Eisendrache and the Giant. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and I'm actually now well, I guess I could technically play Origins, but no. So we're just gonna hop into the Giant, and so for this episode, I think we're gonna try. I don't know. I'm gonna try and like at least challenge myself, do something a little different. So I'm gonna call this one the Santa's Gifts Challenge. So I have to be a very good little boy this Christmas and kill a bunch of zombies, so that way I earn up enough good boy points to be able to pack a punch any gun that I get. So the goal is pretty much to pack a punch all the guns that Der Rise has to offer. So this might take a while. Who knows? It might work, it might not work, and you know, and all in all, it's just for fun. So we shall see what happens. We shall see what happens. Man. This is exciting, though. I'm glad to be able to kind of bring this back, and you know, I'm glad that, granted, Christmas fell on a Friday, but you know, it's still like a, I don't know, it's a nice holiday. Like, it was a nice holiday day, and a chance to kind of, I don't know, do something special, especially, you know, with 2020 being the way it is, being a funky little bitch, as it were. A musty bench. A musty bench. But it's okay. You know, like, we've been finding our own ways. I've been finding my own way through it. I hope you guys have been finding your own way through it. Because, honestly, you know, as a collective, we've just kind of gotta find our way through it. But yeah, you know, it's nice to be like, it's the holidays, yay, you know, fun stuff. We get 4-day week. Hopefully you all get 4-day weekends. I know I won't be getting, well, I know I have a 4-day holiday, but I don't know if that's everybody, you know, because, you know, we've got our retail workers and such, so you know, they've unfortunately still got to work on some of these holidays and such, as well as our food workers, which it's very hard, you know, because you gotta work on the holidays and such, and that's never fun. So all right, gonna start in the comment wars, because you know, it's a brewing. How many of you were fortunate enough to get your hands on an Xbox One X, or yeah, Xbox One X, or if not an Xbox One X, how many of you were fortunate enough to get your hands on a PS5? Because you know, you sure know that your boy was not able to get either, because like, I just don't have the patience for it. Actually, it's not like I didn't want it, it's more just like no patience. So but yeah, I don't know. I want to see what y'all got, what you know, not in a creepy way, you know, like, I want to see what you got, and then I'm gonna ask for your address. It's like, oh, that's a really cool PS5. Hey, what's your address? I'm just curious, you know. No, you know, nothing suspicious or anything. Yeah, but what's your address? No. But and more of just like I don't know, what do we get for the holidays outside of like, I don't know, a little bit of peace of mind or whatever, you know, because I don't know, some people get peace of mind, some people don't. You know, it's whatever. But I hope at least everybody got to talk with their families, or, you know, I don't know, talk with somebody who they like or they appreciate or consider like family. Because, you know, I guess I come from a place of privilege, and I consider my family family. However, I think there are plenty of people out there that probably don't, and honestly, I'm sorry to hear that. You know, it's hard just because, you know, for me, I would never really know what to do without my family, because I don't know, they've been such a strong support for me. So, you know, sometimes I try to recognize my ignorance, especially like when I'm talking about this kind of stuff. But I also recognize that, like, I come from a really nice place, you know, like, not even like money wise, but just like in general of, I have a really good relationship with my family, but that doesn't mean everybody else does. And so maybe you find that family here. I don't know. You know, like, I mean, it's just the internet, and like, you know, we're all just strangers or whatever, but, you know, I think it's still important to find a place where you call home, you know? So if any of you recognize this song, yes, it is a lo-fi version of the Christmas song. For any of you wondering, like, all of these songs, they're really good, you know, I wish I knew what this track is, check out the description below. I have listed the name of the artist, the track title as well, and just to wrap it all off, I'll probably try to, permitting if I have enough space in the description, I have also listed like a link to go directly to where I found the song, and to that artist. And why don't you give them a little bit of Christmas cheer and be like, hey, I found your song on this whatever, you know, this video or whatever, and I thought your stuff was really good, so I wanted to like kind of check it out or whatever. So, yeah. yeah. So, but yeah, I don't know. I've had an okay day, you know, like, especially for Christmas. It's like, you know, again, you know, the hardest thing about Christmas is that, you know, I miss my family, and like Christmas for me has been pretty like tight-knit with my family, especially, you know, just because I don't think I've ever really like deeply talked about this, but like my family and I are pretty close knit. Specifically my mom. Like my mom and I are like, you know, not PB&J, but like, let's see, what's the best way to describe us? Milk and cookies? Yeah, milk and cookies. You know, like, you know, I'm fine on my own, but like, you know, it's really the milk and cookies that kind of, like, it's really the milk that kind of enhances the cookies. Oh, that sucks. I just got a max ammo. Oh boy. But yeah, my mom and I are like, you know, I even called her today, like, you know, to talk about the holidays and be like, hey, what'd you get? How are you doing? You know, yada yada yada. But also just like, I received some not negative news. I wouldn't call it negative. Not pleasing news. There we go. About my job, and I was kind of frustrated about it. Because, you know, one of the things that, like, I'm always nervous about, especially with my job, is that, you know, I'm messing up something. Because I do take pride and accountability in what I do. So whenever I mess up something, I do kind of take it personally. And whenever I'm, I don't know, called out or reprimanded for it, I'm just kind of like, man, you know, like, no, I don't want you to think bad of me because I messed up one thing. You know what I mean? And in the grand scheme of things, it was a very small thing, but it still had a hard effect on, you know, had a strong effect on who was involved, you know? Yeah. Death Machine plus insta-kill equals welcome to the Thunderdome. Yeah, but anyway, I don't know, I had that happen to me today, and I was kind of, like, really disappointed. But also kind of in the same boat of, like, wait, like, I don't know, something about, like, me pretty much thinking to myself, like, wait, this isn't entirely my fault. Like, yeah, I messed up, like, I may have messed up doing this very minuscule thing, but, like, the rest of it wasn't entirely my fault, you know? It's, like, one of those kinds of situations. I don't want to go into detail about it just because it is, you know, private stuff, so I don't really want to go into very deep detail. Plus, like, you know, I'm pretty sure it's all water under the bridge. I think my boss understands. You know, I think she understands that it was a simple mistake. I started 2 weeks ago. So, like, you know, accidents happen. Like, truly, all of this was just a pretty big accident. And then I kind of just let it slip my mind and didn't intentionally mean to, like, mess up. So, that plus it's the holidays. I think everybody's got poo brain around the holidays. Like, no one's really thinking straight. We're all just kind of like, look, I am looking to make it to the holidays and nothing else. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like, you know. So I didn't take it so personally or anything. I was just kind of like, man, this sucks. You know, it did, and it did. So, but yeah. And then I talked to my friends about it because I was like, you know, I want to get your input on this. Like, was this a me thing, or did I at least kind of have my foot in the right direction? And, you know, a lot of friends were like, you had your foot in the right direction, you know, but you did kind of mess up. But, like, it's such a minuscule mess up that I honestly would not hold that against you. And I was like, thanks. You know, I appreciated that, at least honesty, because, you know, I appreciate having friends that are willing to, like, kind of hold me accountable. Especially when I do mess up. Yeah, so, anyway. You like that spray and pray there? I like that spray and pray too. Pretty juicy. Pretty tight, pretty clean. But yeah, you know, anyway. If you've had an experience like that, one, I am so very sorry. Because those experiences are never fun. And, you know. And two, if you've had that experience, one, drop it in the comments, you know. Tell me about it. Tell me about it, studs. Okay. I'm going to ask a really weird question, but there's a purpose to it, alright? Is studs, like, is the term stud, like, does it have, like, I don't know, pronoun specific, you know what I mean? Like, because when I think of stud, I'm like, oh, you know, I think of the movie, Grease, or the musical Grease. Excuse me, I'm an actor. I should be thinking of the musical Grease, not the movie Grease, even though, like, the movie was much more popular than the musical. Like, the movie, like, kind of, not kick-started the musical, but, like, the musical was around, but, like, everyone knew the movie, you know? So, whenever I think of the phrase stud, I think of, like, strong-built, I don't know, strong-built man, but, like, women can be studs? Anyone can be studs, technically? Like, yeah, where do we draw the line? Really what I'm asking here is where we draw the line with stud. You know, I really should not. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yes, I'm shooting with an insta-kill. It's just because the zombies are a little fast and I don't have Jug. So, I'm trying to be as smart about this as possible. But yeah, so really what I'm asking here is, like, what constitutes, you know, masculine and feminine characteristics within phrases and terms and such. Because I'm curious, actually. I'm gonna use these death and taxes. I just have to find Jug before I kill myself, because that's going to happen. Is it up this way? Where is Jug? Oh, found it. Okay. That's a shame. I had enough money for it and then instantly spent it all. I could have had it all. Rolling in the snow. What if I just had a snowball fight? You know, it's funny. Unfortunately I don't have a copy of Black Ops 4, but now I think about it, I could have just played Tag der Toten, where like in the game, part of the part of the map, you can throw snowballs. Yeah, y'all feeling a little claustrophobic? Me too. Me too. All right. Okay. Ooh. But anyway, what I was saying was, like, you know, in that game, you could technically throw snowballs, so I could have just, like, played that map for, you know, your super chill Saturday, because, you know, what screams Christmas, or winter even, than throwing snowballs? Nothing. Nothing screams that more than, like, throwing snowballs. It's so much fun. I haven't done that in years. Well, that's also because, like, it hasn't snowed a lot. And yeah, I know. Isn't it bold to, like, think about, you know, that in the US of A, it hasn't snowed in quite some time. Like, you know, as you all know, I live in Chicago, and it's been just, like, sprinkles of winter. You know, like little snow showers, but it's never been, like, something, like, deep. So, we're waiting for that one true snowfall, and I you know, I'm holding my breath and being like, I'm still waiting, but in reality, once it comes, I'm gonna be like, ugh, what is up with all this snow? I hate it, you know. But yeah. What's your favorite memory of snow? Sorry, I'm like popping off. I'm like, what's your favorite memory? You know, like, what? I want to hear it, you know. But honestly, like, you know, what's your favorite memory of snow? My family. Ooh. Specifically with my mom, I got to go sledding every once in a while. Ouch, that hurt. Yeah, I'm gonna kill myself with these pistols. But I got to, like, go sledding or snowing. You know, I guess tubing. Yeah, tubing is the phrase. But, you know, I used to be able to, like, you know, go down a hill, and, you know, there would be a bunch of people around, like, you know, because parents would bring their kids, and, you know, other parents would bring their kids, and we just have, like, an all-around, like, just fun time going down this hill, you know, and just enjoying ourselves. Like, and adults would do it too, like, you know, everybody was just having a lot of fun. And so, you know, there are times where I miss that, solely because, you know, one, we don't get a lot of snow anymore, which always sucks, you know. It's, you know, it's Mother Nature's fault. We really should blame Mother Nature for this, but, you know, no, in reality, you know, it's just because of, you know, the change in climate and, you know, change in weather, and the fact that, you know, like, a lot of our Earth is just kind of heating up due to the gases and emissions that we're doing. And, you know, it's hard. It's frustrating, just because, like, you know, sometimes it takes away some of those memories that we have, especially because I haven't thought about, like, snowing or tubing in eons, millennia even, you know what I mean? Like, I never really remembered how special that was for me. And so, now that I listen to like some of this melancholy Christmas music, I get to then thinking about like, oh yeah, I used to do this and I used to do that, and I don't really have that anymore, and that kind of sucks, you know. And honestly, it's no one's fault. Like, I'm not going out there and being like, this is your fault or anything. It's more just like, it really sucks, you know. Yeah. So, I don't know. But I'm really just curious, like, what, because I think there's so many traditions for Christmas, and everybody has their own. Like, I was in a show, what was it called? The Humans? Yes, The Humans. If you're not familiar with the show, The Humans is a show, it's like a play. Like a play. It is a play. It is a play about this family. And they're all convening in New York for Christmas, I believe. And a lot of like dirty secrets come out. Their grandmother is suffering from an illness that is causing her to like kind of lose her memory, and she doesn't really recognize who everyone is anymore. And is also pretty incoherent in terms of like what she's saying and everything like that. And I'm getting to the story. I know it's a very sad plot, but like the part that I'm about to talk about is not as sad. Um, the show is about about them and their family, and kind of like I don't know, sometimes the secrets that families hide from each other, because a lot, it's a lot. But what I'm really trying to get at here is there is a moment in the show where there's a tradition where it's a peppermint pig, where for Christmas you are to get a peppermint pig, and with this peppermint pig comes this little metal hammer. Ooh, that wasn't good. Ugh. And with this peppermint pig, you're supposed to pretty much say a wish that you have for this next year. And then you break it. And then you break it, and then you eat that piece of peppermint as soon as everyone's done. So, I never really knew about that tradition until that show, and so, I don't know. I not in my, like, I don't know, insensitivity, but, like, more like oh, I didn't know this was a thing, you know? Oh, God, this is tight. Okay, I don't like this. But it was fun to kind of find out about something like that. Whoops. Oh man, that honestly, that was super funny to me. I know everyone at home is like, "Why did you do that?" But I'm like, um, but yeah, I don't know. Like, it's different traditions happen in different families. Like, my family is really laid back. We used to, oh God, what do we do? We used to, kind of gather around the Christmas tree. We'd wait until everyone was everyone had awoken is the term for that. And we would open presents. We would, sit around, open presents. We would talk to each other, and pretty much, just enjoy each other's company. Which is kind of hard for, especially my mom, or honestly the entire family, just because, my entire family is back in Cincinnati, Ohio, or currently lives in Cincinnati, Ohio, but, I live in Chicago, and because of the pandemic, I'm just not taking the risk to kind of move or, go back home for the holidays, even though I really do want to. It's too dangerous, And that's the hardest part about it, just because I'm like, I want to go back home. I would like to see my family. And I think my girlfriend is the same way, like, we both like to go home, but I think, we also just kind of recognize the severity of all this, so. it's unfortunate, but you know, we find our own ways through it because we have to. Because we have to. So, um, yeah. So, I'm just curious as to, you know, like what other, you know, I don't know, traditions, you know, I don't know, fun little things that you all do, you know, that really help you through the holidays. Um, I did something fun today. I guess today and yesterday, technically. Yeah, today and yesterday, technically. So, I had the opportunity to make breakfast for my girlfriend. My girlfriend and I made myself French toast with that cream cheese filling that I showed you a couple videos ago. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch that video. You don't have to watch it right now, but you need to go watch that video. And then I made myself eggs and turkey bacon, along with some pancakes and bacon for my girlfriend. And then we also got like a container of strawberries. So it was very good. 10 out of 10 breakfast. Very much enjoyed. I think the one thing I did not enjoy was the fact that I had to pay more for the strawberries because the nearby grocery store that we have, Jewel. It's called Jewel Osco, but we just call it Jewel. I call it Jewel. They it's the best way to say it. They ran. I guess they were running a deal for strawberries, like regular container strawberries, uncut and everything, for like 2 for $5. And shocker, shocker, it's Christmas, so everyone bought them. So I was looking for those strawberries because I was like, I really want to put these on top of our food, or at least like around our food, make it really artisanal and stuff. And I had to buy a container of cut strawberries. So, unfortunately, these cut strawberries were like at least like $10. Not even $10. It was, let's see, usually strawberries are like 2 for $5, so like maybe like $2.50, $3 at like on a normal day. These strawberries were like $7.99 just for cut strawberries, and all they did really was just cut off the top of the strawberries. It wasn't like, oh, they split it down the middle and then they removed the seeds or anything like that. No, they just cut the tops off of them and then upped the price to like $7.99, which I was super upset about because I just wanted like the regular strawberries, and I was like, dude, I don't want to do this, but instead I gotta because, you know, I care. So it, you know, needless to say, it kind of peeved me off. But, you know, hey, the strawberries were good. I'm eating them. It's not like they're gonna go to waste. But it was still just kind of like, come on. Why are you charging this much? It's ridiculous. Am I a dummy for buying it? Absolutely. You don't have to say it though. You know. But yeah, I don't know. I leveled up. But yeah, I don't know. It was still nice to be able to, you know, make the meal and have that experience, just because, you know, I think we don't have a lot of experiences right now. It's just kind of like, oh, it's kind of grave, you know, like it's all sad and grave and disappointing. So, but yeah. All right, so this time I'm gonna try to not pack a punch the pistols because I think I got rid of it, and not die from like shooting the ground at my feet with an explosive pistol. It's fine. We had fun. It's, you know, yeah, but I don't know. You know, sometimes it's just important to make the holidays as special as possible, because, you know, it's not about like what you get or what you have or what you're going to get or anything like that. It's really about who you're with and what you do with that person, you know? Like, I don't know. I've never been one to be a material person. That doesn't mean I don't have wants. Of course I have wants, but just like, I don't know. Relationships with people and like connections with people have always been a little more important to me. That doesn't make me a better person exactly. Like, you know, it's just more of just, this is a little more important to me than, I don't know, something else. So, yeah. I'm going to step off my high horse now and not be like, oh, I'm better than everybody because I don't blah, blah, blah. And that's not really what I'm trying to say. It's more just like I don't know. Stuff's not important. People are. You know? Sure, you lose stuff, but like stuff is replaceable. People aren't entirely replaceable. You know, so. Which reminds me, I don't know if you have a family member or family members in the service that are away right now and, you know, aren't able to come back home for Christmas. But if you do, first off, I'd like to say, you know, thank you for your service. It does truly mean a lot. And the second part is, you know, I hope you come home soon. I hope you come home safely. You know, and I don't know. Hopefully you hold those people like near and dear to your heart. Because, you know, it's really hard losing someone and then kind of having to spend the holidays without that person. So, sorry I'm getting sentimental. It's hard, you know. I think there's a lot of people that we've kind of lost. Oh. No more time for sentimentality. Just up funky beat music. So, okay. So I don't know if I ever really talked about this either, but my stepdad is a DJ. So, this reminds me of my stepdad a lot. Just because, you know, like usually he'll like just kind of go down into his, I guess his DJ room because, you know, like it's pretty much what it is. He uses it for that and that alone and like kind of works out of there and, mostly keeps his equipment in there as well. So like, yeah. Anyway, this song just kind of reminds me of him. So like, yeah, this entire episode is brought to you by the letter F for family. Yeah, this would be a perfect time to talk about our sponsors. I think the last time I talked about our sponsors was this map. That's really funny. But yeah, this episode is sponsored by the letter F for family. Wow, I didn't okay. So I just realized something. So the sensitivity on my controller, at least like with turning like the controller, turning my character and like moving and everything, I boosted it. And I barely noticed the difference. Like, I feel like my gameplay is a little more sloppy, but like, I'm also just kind of like, just like kind of moving all over the place and like, I don't know. It was hard to pay attention to. It was like, I don't know where I'm going. This all seems like a lot. Anyway, but yeah, so, you know, but in all seriousness, you know, I hope that, you know, everyone has an opportunity to spend it with their family. And those of you don't either, you know, don't have family or really not close or comfortable with your family, I hope you at least got to spend the holidays with somebody you like, you appreciate. You know, you don't have to love that person or anything. I'm not asking for that. What I am asking for is for you to at least like said person. And hell, if you don't like them, that's fine too. You know, there are plenty of people I don't like. I think, you know, same thing. This exact episode, I was ranting about like Alex Jones and how Alex Jones wasn't invited to the cookout. He's still not, but like, you know, like, you know, you ain't gotta like everybody. Like, honestly, we don't have to like everybody. I think that's something that's like super ingrained in our heads that like we have to like people and love like each other and yada yada yada. And it's like I don't have to really like anyone, quote unquote. Right, you know. Should you, I don't know, be kind to people? Sure. Yeah. But you don't have to like everyone that comes across your feed. You know what I mean? Like, if you're just like, honestly, I do not like you, there's nothing wrong with that. Oh, what is that? I think that's an insta-kill. It sure is. Ooh, that was tight. Don't do what I did. Okay, let me see if I can... Yes. Yes! Clutch mode. Okay, I should really get out of this hallway. There's an opening behind me. Yep. Okay. But yeah, I mean, don't take my advice as like religious or anything, but like, you know, you don't have to like everybody. If you don't like somebody, you don't like somebody. That's a-okay. It's life. You know, there are some people in my life that I don't like, and that's a-okay. Sorry, people in my life is a little too close. I'd say, you know, there are people in my life that I know of that I don't like. And that's pretty much it. You know, like, you know, you don't have to. I think, you know, there's this misconstrued idea that like you have to like and appreciate and talk to everyone. You don't. You really don't. And that's a-okay. Like, if you don't like somebody and you're just like not interested in talking to that person, don't talk to that person. You know, if you're just not interested, that's okay. You know, we don't have to like everybody. That's why there's like 7 billion people on the earth. You know, like, somebody out there is, you know, going to like and appreciate us just as much as we like and appreciate them. And if they don't, that's okay. You don't really need that in your life either. You know, if somebody doesn't kind of reciprocate the care and appreciation that you are giving them, then that's okay. It's life. You still live life either way. So, yeah. Oh, I'm in danger. I think I at least got hit 3 times. Oh, that was... Oh, no! Oh, I didn't know they were on the ledge. I didn't pack a punch any guns that round. Wow, I am not doing well. Sorry, y'all. I'm just kind of talking, ranting, raving, not even making a lot of sense. Just talking, ranting, and raving. Oh, ooh. You want to hear a fun thing that happened? You want to hear a fun thing? So... it would be, because I played the Giant, I played Kino. No, it was the Giant. I got it wasn't a copyright strike, but one of my videos got copyright claimed a while ago because of a visual reason or something like that. The company that was like copywriting it pretty much did not explain why they were striking the video at all. You know what? Okay, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. I'm gonna play... Yeah, we're gonna play another snowy level. I'm gonna play Der Eisendrache. And we're gonna have fun with this. I don't know this map very well, so y'all might be like, why are you doing that? And I'll be like, and I think I'm only doing this just because I fully recognize that, like, unfortunately, with how I play and like how I am right here, mentally I'm just kind of like, blah, I'm not gonna be able to do all of DRIs and like do exactly what I want in it, just because, you know, I'm not that good. That's, you know what, we have up days, we have down days, we have A-OK days, you know, doesn't mean we stop, keep going, we keep going every time. So but anyway, I got a copyright claim on my video that was super strange, just because I so the first time I put up the video, the quality wasn't like super great. So what I did was I did the thing again. Like, I pretty much worked to form the put the video back up again. Oh, okay, I didn't know about that. Anyway, pretty much to upload it again. So I wound up uploading it again. And like the copyright claim came again on the video, but like it made even less sense than it did the first time. And it was like they were claiming something visual, but like it was pretty much just the like the zombies lobby menu, so it like didn't really make sense like what they were claiming. They were just kind of like, this is our personal property, and I was like, what are you talking about? You're not Activision, you know what I mean? So I pretty much kind of, you know, put in a dispute, and I was like, I don't know what you're claiming. You keep saying like, oh, we're claiming this, like this is our property, and it's like, I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? So I had to deal with that for the first time. So needless to say, I'm a real YouTuber now. So might be asking for some brand deals soon. You know, maybe Sony hit me up, talk about your products for a little bit. Microsoft, what up, Bill Gates? You know what I'm saying? You know, hit me up, be like, hey, you're pretty good. And I'll be like, nah, I'm pretty average, man, but thank you. But yeah. So, but anyway, like, you know, I had that dispute on my video, and then I sent a email. No. I sent a dispute claim, and I was like, hey, I don't know why this is on my video. I'm disputing this because, like, the first time this claim popped up, it made literally no sense. And now it makes even less sense than it did the first time. And then, surprise, surprise, after a while, the strike was taken off. So I was like, okay, cool, I guess, you know, all is well then, you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, great, I guess. I don't know, like, this is weird. So yeah, I was just like, okay, I guess that's fine or whatever. It's no big deal. Like, it was still just kind of super weird and awkward. And so yeah, I just, you know, it was, I felt famous for a second, but I was also just kind of like, wait, what? This is silly, and boy howdy was it. I'm gonna stick to that claim too. I was like, this is super silly. Ooh, okay, stop it. Oh. I'm not doing well today at all. Like, maybe it's because I got Christmas brain. There's such a thing, like, where you're just in Christmas. It happens a lot, especially during the workday, where you're just kind of like, I can't handle anything. It's Christmas, you know what I mean? Ooh, cool symbol monkeys. Monkey bam. Monkey. Ooh, more ammo. I guess. Alright. Quick question for all my Call of Duty fans out there. Do you like the Pharaoh? Yes or no? There is a correct answer, by the way. But my personal answer is no, I hate the Pharaoh. It's such a bad gun. Like, it does no damage. It's this weird, like, 4 or 5 round burst. It's no good. I hate it. It's stinky. Like, I'm gonna stick by that, you know? It sucks. It ain't good. It ain't good, Chief. It's not of God, Chief. you know. So, but yeah, you know, but yeah, so that was my first experience with a copyright claim, and I was super afraid because, like, you know, I had started looking into the company just to make sure that, like, you know, if I'm going to dispute this claim, like, do I have a place to dispute it, or is it more just like a you can't I mean, like, this is actually our property. It just didn't make sense to me solely because, you know, I was like, I was pretty sure I was within my right. I just, you know, I wasn't super sure. I had to make sure. So, you know, it was still kind of like one of those uncomfortable things where I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm within my right to do this, but I don't want you to think that, like, you know, I'm just being like this snooty gamer who doesn't care and, like, I'm gonna take whatever I want. Like, that's not my goal here. What my goal is here, however, like, is to properly, like, you know, put out stuff and also call out claims that are not real, you know. Um, so it felt real. It felt real good. Felt real good to be like, yeah, no, this is mine. I mean, not mine. Like, you know, this is content that I've come up with. It's not yours. You know. I wasted that insta kill. That's fine. Ain't no thing, man. I think I'm going the exact same way I did before. Yes. Maybe?
Whoever this voice is, he seems unaware of current situation.
I don't actually know. Okay, I need to turn on the power or whatever. So, okay. So I think I've already stated, but, like, I am not super familiar with der Eisendrache at all. And, like, this map is a completely new thing. Oh yeah, I woke up the dragon. In case anybody wants to take a peep at the dragon. Not right now, of course, because, you know, there's so much happening. But yeah, no. Take a look at the dragon. Take a look at the dragon. It's huge. Hold on. There it is. Yeah. Oh. I don't know how I did that. I'm a pro. Okay. I don't know why I'm using this Elcar also. I'm like kind of thinking about, oh yay, this might be it. Let me give him some space. Oh god, there's zombies behind me too. Wow. Come on. Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope this isn't stressful, because it's stressful for me. Okay. Oh, no. I didn't want that to happen at all. Will you... Are you good? Yes. Great. Okay. I haven't turned on the power yet. I guess I should turn on the power, yeah? Y'all, guess what? You can't see it, but I'm gonna mention it anyway. You know my mini lad Easton, my cat, my beautiful, wonderful white short hair. You've seen him. I've put him. I've put a picture up of him on the video. You know who he is. He has just emerged from his slumber. He's been sleeping in our closet for a while, and he just walked out. So, conveniently enough to eat food as he does. I don't like waiting around here. I guess I'm learning more about this map while also like feeling extremely claustrophobic. Okay. I don't like this situation and I don't know how to get out. Oh, okay, cool. I got out. But anywho, I don't know, holidays, celebrate. Um, I think a lot to myself sometimes. Just because, you know, as a man living with anxiety, sometimes my thoughts run rampant. Shocker, shocker, right? I know. Um, and one of the things that I sometimes think about is, like, if I were to ever come in contact with my past self, like, I don't know, me 5 years ago, you know what I mean? Um, I don't know, like, I used to, I don't know, I guess 5 years ago I was, what, in college? Yeah, 5 years ago I was in college, and, like, you know, I had dreams and aspirations of, you know, being an actor, and, I don't know, being in TV or movies, or, you know, being on stage, and yada yada yada, and such like that. And so, like, you know, sometimes I think to myself, like, what would I have told myself back in the day? You know, like, if I were to go back in time, find myself and be like, I need to warn you about this, that, or the other, or I have some really cool news that I want to tell you about, you know what I mean? Yeah, so, you know, sometimes I think about that. I think one of the things that, like, if I had the opportunity to go back in time and, like, talk to myself, genuinely, I think one of the things I would have mentioned would be, like, you're gonna go through some really hard adversity. Things are gonna suck at one point, but they're going to get better. Also, you're gonna face a global pandemic that you never knew about. So, congratulations to you. You made it. But also, you're gonna face a global pandemic. So you should just be prepared for that, just in case, you know. I think that's the start of what I'd probably tell myself. I think the second thing would be like, you got into YouTube, which was really strange, you know what I mean? Because I never would have imagined, like, I'm gonna get into YouTube and do some stuff and yada yada yada. Like, I never really thought of that as like not even a career plan, like a career plan or goal. It's just more of like a, really, this is what I've decided to pick up for myself in my life, which is fine. Like, I'm not like, oh my god, this is so embarrassing. It's more just like, all right, cool, I guess, you know. Yes, as you can see, unfortunately, I really don't know the map Der Eisendrache, so I just don't want to, like, try to continue futzing around on it, especially if, like, I'm just not great at it. You know, but granted, I haven't been great at Der Reis either, because, you know, silly me decided to take 2 pack-a-punch explosive pistols and shoot them right at my feet, not thinking that I was going to take sustainable damage that would eventually kill me. Who'da thunk? Wait, explosives do that much damage? Who knew? But yeah, definitely I would tell myself, like, hey, you're gonna start a YouTube channel, and it's all gonna come out of, like, a really dark place, but you're gonna have fun doing it, which is super cool. Or, like, even, you know, yeah, you know what, it's fine, it's whatever. You're gonna spend, you know, at least, like, 1 day every 2 weeks where you believe that you're losing your hair, and you might be. The jury is still out. You know. But, like, truly, I just kind of think to myself, and I'm like, you know, these are the things that I never would have really thought about, you know, as a kid, especially 5 years ago. I was 20. Ooh, God. Honestly, I mean, don't get me started on. All right. So you see this gun that I just got out of the box that I spent 950 points for. Let me show you where that gun is specifically. Where is it? It's over here, isn't it? This is the same gun. Ammo for 250, but the gun itself is 500 points. So I just got it out of the box for... Yep. You guessed it, 950. Instead of that, you know, I don't know, something else. Like, that's so disappointing, especially when you get like those kinds of guns out of, you know, out of a mystery box. It's supposed to give you like really good guns, but then it just gives you this, and it's like, I don't want that. Like, you know, it's like, I don't know. It's kind of like a, I don't know, paying double the price for like a Snickers bar, or like a normal, like, okay. Here's the analogy I'm going with. You put in, you know, you put in double the money to get like a, you know, a mystery flavor Snickers bar, and then the Snickers bar winds up just being, you know, normal flavor, like the regular Snickers bar with nougat, caramel, peanuts, all that stuff, right? But you paid, you know, double the money to see if you could get something really. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. Oh, come on. You know what's funny? It's not my internet. I don't think it is my internet. Like, you know, I'm looking at my phone right now, and like the internet on my phone is perfectly fine. Also, like, yeah, no, it's not my internet. It's just, I did randomly disconnect it, and like I even have a cord, like a HDMI, not an HDMI cord, but like a Ethernet cord, like connected to my Xbox. So like none of that really should be happening, but it happens all the time. So hey, maybe I'll check in with my internet provider and be like, hey, this keeps happening. Why is it happening? So, anywho's it's, we get to start a game. We get to start a game. Oh my god. Oh, Christmas. Oh, jingle bells. So, okay. So I feel like I have a, wow, I got Tank Dempsey again. That's funny. So I have a confession to make, right? Christmas is not my favorite holiday. It's one of my favorites, but my most favorite holiday is, Thanksgiving. So, mainly just because, I don't know, I think Thanksgiving is a lot more family oriented than, you know, not Thanksgiving. The other Thanksgiving, aka Christmas, yeah, you know, because everybody gets food on Christmas. We're like, all the food. So yeah, I don't know. It's not my favorite, but that's okay. That's okay. You know, it's still an awesome holiday. I love it. You know, it's never been like, you know, my top favorite or like this is the holiday that I love. You know, it's more like I don't know. It's just a neat holiday, but really, my heart always belongs to Thanksgiving. My heart and my stomach, really, that's the important part. My heart and to my stomach. Yeah. So I feel like also the holidays really brings out like the creativity in people. So I feel like a lot of, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but like I have wound up like making a lot of really cool food during the holiday. Well, really during quarantine, but like and like have just kind of picked out like others, I don't know, really cool things that I like enjoy and just haven't had the time to enjoy just because, you know, I've been busy with life, right? that I feel like I'm able to kind of like, oh, this is something I'm glad I was able to at least return to. So cool for me, you know what I mean? Like it's, you know, so I don't know. I feel like the holidays always really kind of like bring out the best in us, especially like, you know, if we're just kind of to ourselves or with others or just kind of enjoying life. Anyway, I don't know. I'm just kind of making small talk. Making some small talk. But I miss the holiday, you know. It's nice to be able to kind of like, even though we're technically in this form of quarantine, I'm able to at least, you know, kind of connect to the people that I really care about and enjoy and just kind of go from there. Like, you know, are things not great? Yes, absolutely. But that doesn't mean that, you know, everything is like doom and gloom and everything's bad, you know. It's kind of like, things aren't great right now, but like, you know, things hopefully will get better. We'll be better people because of it, and we just kind of, I don't know, gotta fight it out, I think, is the important thing, you know, because, you know, again, we live in really hard times. So let me talk about something fun. What happened that was fun to me recently? Oh, so I haven't brought this up to my mom yet, but as you know, my mom and I are truly like milk and cookies. Like we go together, like Rama Lama Lama, Kadingity Dingy Dong. I actually did that musical, Grease, but I'm not gonna get off topic. I'm staying on topic. So my mom and I are fairly large football fans, right? And so, she has the great fortune she's originally from Youngstown, Ohio, and so she has the great fortune to be a Steelers fan. And I have the great misfortune to be a Bengals fan. It's fine. I live life this way. It's fine. You know, it's fine. I live life this way. I don't need your pity. It's fine. I've cried many a time already. Don't worry about it. But anyway, I haven't by the time of this video, I'm recording it on, okay. By the time of this video, I get the Pharaoh again? Ugh, get this butt out of my hand. I don't like it. Another gun. Another. Oh, this is the Pack-a-Punch challenge, isn't it? I forgot about that. You know, that's fine. I'll keep this and kind of run the table with it, hopefully. But anyway, getting back to my story. By the time this video comes out, Monday, what I would like to call a truly historical moment happened. So, if you don't know anything about football, giving you an in-depth detail about football, there are 32 teams across 8 divisions. Yes, 8 divisions. So there's the AFC, and then what is it? The American Football Conference, and then the National Football Conference or something like that. And then within each conference there is a North, a South, an East, and a West. An East and West conference, and within each of those, like AFC North, AFC South, AFC East, AFC West, there are 4 teams within each conference. And so, you know, within those conferences, there's considered rivalries and such like that, and even like outside of those conferences, there are some rivalries as well. Needless to say, this whole explanation is because if you're not from anywhere in the U.S., you know, because the Bengals and the Steelers have been in in the same division for years, ever since, you know, both teams were formed. they've both been kind of in a rivalry. However, for a while, just because, the Bengals themselves, the team, the franchise itself has seen like really low points within their career. It's hard to kind of consider it a rivalry. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of like considering. Here's a good one, and again, it's kind of like considering, like the Patriots and like the old the older Browns as a like back when the Browns were like going 2 years 0-16. Like it's kind of like considering that a rivalry where against the Patriots where they were both in like a league of their own. Nevertheless, this is a very winded way to kind of say, oh, I'm doing the, I don't want to, I'm going to abandon the Pack-a-Punch challenge, which is okay. But, nevertheless, ooh, I don't want the sniper anyway. Nevertheless, this is a long-winded way of saying that, my mother and I celebrate teams who are very clearly in a rivalry. And sometimes the rivalry has actually meant something because, there have been times where both teams were very much like in the run for playoffs. Unfortunately, the Steelers are the Steelers. They're a really good franchise and a really, really well coached and everything. However, Monday was the first time that the Bengals have beaten the Steelers in about 5 years. Yeah, no, you heard me right. So about 5 years. And so if you don't know football, especially like with division rivalries and stuff like that, because they're both teams are in the AFC North, they face each other at least twice a year, twice in the season, which means they have lost to the Steelers at least, 10 times? 10 times, and that's not really even like considering like playoff games, where they have faced each other in the playoffs as well. So, so like, it's this very like crazy moment, and like every Cincinnati fan was like, oh my god, we finally did it. And there has been pettiness abound. Oh, I haven't turned on the power. You know what? Screw it. I don't care. I'm talking. I'm talking over here. You hit the box. Hit the box. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Ugh. Oh, that's no good. Oh, that's no good. Yeah, I don't want that. I don't even know where Jug is at this point. Like, I'm just kind of like goofing around. But yeah, so that's a long-winded way of saying that, like, my mom and I, live in a live in a house divided all the time. But it's like a house divided of our own design. But we still get along so well. It's just like, we're both just kind of like, look, I don't care who wins, who loses, who cares? Like, you're still my son. Cool, neat. So yeah. Oh, 115 kills. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like one of those goofy little things, and I haven't mentioned it to her ever since like they won. So I haven't been able to be like, ha ha ha, we did it. Like it's also just because I don't really care. I'm kind of like, cool, great, awesome. What ups? What ups? So. So if your house is also divided by a football rivalry, one, I'd like to say I'm very sorry for your household, and two, I'd like to say that, that's football, baby. I feel like, that's the same thing with like other sports around the league. Like, there are probably some households that like, I don't know, like different soccer teams, rugby teams, or what's that sport called? Cricket teams as well. You know, like there's so many like different sports around the world that like, you know, it's kind of like, you know, I like this or I like that or whatever, you know. So, well, my guys, gals, and non-binary pals, we have reached that hour mark, and I don't think we need to stay any longer, especially because we have families to hopefully get to, or at least enjoy the company of. So, I'm gonna call it all there. Thanks for coming on this journey with me. You know, I know. Thanks for taking some of your holiday time to kind of, you know, talk about all the, you know, kind of tune in and enjoy company with me. So, if you like this content, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe button. And again, I do this every Saturday. Saturdays are for the lads, the lasses, and our non-binary peeps. So make sure that you swing by and hit, you know, make sure you leave a like on the video. Make sure you leave a subscribe on the video, so that way you can be in the league for some more updates of what I'm doing. And, you know, make sure to check out some of the other videos on this channel. I've put in some work to them, and, you know, trying to make them as best quality as possible, and, you know, just working and working. So without further ado, this is your boy Easy Red signing off. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.